Hello, I'm Ruby and today I'm going to be talking about applying for university, more specifically when you have a mental health issue. I'm going to be talking about my personal experience, so I can't speak for every university or every mental health issue. I can just talk about my own and hopefully help you with what you need to do with that application. I'm going to start with making a general point about university. Obviously you're going to be there for 3 years, you need to choose the right one. And so many people say that, but you won't feel happy if you don't feel happy on the open days or the application days. You need to feel comfortable there because you are spending 3 years there, and especially if you have a mental health issue, so you need to feel like you've got that support there. That sort of links into another point, which is visiting. Go to open days, go to application days, look online, they've got all the information there. They also want you to choose the right university. They will put all that information out there, they will give you everything you need. You just need to read through it, you need to check it, you definitely need to get a feel for the place. Again, with accommodation tours, you are going to be living there, you do need to be comfortable, so choosing the right accommodation is just as important. While at the open days or application days, a good thing to do is ask about what support they can offer for you. I know that quite a few universities have a little stand where you can go and speak to them. They'll talk you through the disability allowance, talk about the meetings, and hopefully give you some leaflets or information to help you in your application process. When applying for UCAS anyway, you have to put if you have a disability. Now when it says disability, that could mean dyslexia, dyspraxia, a physical disability or a mental disability. And you need to remember to put that down because it's something that you need support for, so it's something that you do need to put down and tell the university about. They give you a little box on UCAS where you fill all that out, but I'm guessing by this stage you've already done your UCAS and you're now applying for student finance. That's mainly what I'm going to be talking about. Anyone in the future looking to go to university, when you fill out your UCAS form, just make sure you've put that in, and you only have to put a brief bit of information because you will go into depth later. So the next stage of the application, when you have put your firm and your insurance place, that's when you need to apply for student finance if you haven't already done so. Within student finance, this is when you need to do your DSA, which is Disability Student Allowance. I think I'm going to check that. It is DSA, yay. But what does it mean? Disability Student Allowance. Oh, okay. That's the form where they determine if you're eligible for the help at university. On student finance, when you're filling out your form, they will have a box and they will ask if you need DSA. You tick that box and then they will give you a separate form where you need to print out at the end, but they will talk you through that whole process. When you have printed out your form, you need to fill out the information about the help that you need. But again, this isn't much because there will be a meeting later. The letter you need to provide needs to be from a doctor, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, someone who has spoken to you, someone who knows you and can confirm that you do suffer with a mental illness. This is important. That letter will show that you do need that support at uni. When I went to go get the letter from the doctor, I rang up the surgery that I was registered with. I said that I needed the letter for DSA and they gave me an appointment with my doctor. When I spoke to the doctor, he could see clearly on my file that I had come in before with a mental health issue. I don't know if you necessarily need to, but I know it definitely helped me, the fact that I had already gone to my doctor and spoken to him about it, because it was clearly on my files and it was more obvious that when he was writing the letter, he could use the evidence of when I'd last come in, the information I'd already given him, and the types of therapies I had tried and didn't work, and that gave a clearer picture of the support I needed. When you get given the letter from the doctors, it may take a few days, but that's when you send your DSA in. So you have the doctor's letter, you put it in with the DSA form and you send it off to student finance, and that is when they decide whether you need the support or not. They will then set up a meeting, so you will have a one-to-one with someone, and that's when they decide what kind of support you need. It completely varies according to each person. Say if you have panic attacks in a lecture, they'll speak to the lecturers so you can walk out when needed if you're having a panic attack. If you have issues on public transport, they will put other transport in place so you can get to and from the uni. Like I said, it is completely tailored to you. They will go through the list and find out what you need. They're not trying to cheat you, and similarly, you're not trying to cheat them. It is literally what you need for you to stay at that uni, for you to be comfortable and for you to have the best chance possible to get that degree. I am currently at the stage where I have received my doctor's letter and I'm waiting for it to be sent off to DSA. I am planning to keep this up, so I will let you know on each stage of my application. So far I have found it very easy. They have talked me through each stage, which is very important, and they do have my best interests at heart. So that's an overview on the application process when you have a mental health issue. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them. If you have had a different experience, again, let me know in the comments so we can have a discussion about it. But obviously I don't know everything. I am talking about my personal experience and what I know for most unis. The main thing is don't worry, they do want to help you, that's why they have that support in place. Thank you for watching, bye!